Alright, let's just say we had this circle that's centered on the origin, and let's just say there were 4 points in quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4 circled, and I put an X on them. Let's just say for giggles that you wanted to find the coordinates of that point right there. On the coordinate plane, finding the coordinates, the X, Y coordinates, another name for that is you're finding the rectangular coordinates, because the coordinates, this distance is X and this distance is Y. If I did that in the opposite order, see, I just made a rectangle. But wait a minute. This distance right here is the X coordinate, right? And this distance is Y. Look, I just made two sides of a right triangle. Let's say the radius of this circle is some number, I don't know, R. How do we find out what the X coordinate is? Well, you can say whatever angle you want right here. Let's just say for giggles, this angle, this reference angle up from the x-axis is 30 degrees. How would I find out how far X is? Well, turns out you guys know some trig ratios that can help solve this. Specifically, to find the X coordinate, you're going to say cosine of 30 equals X over R. And then to solve for X, what if I multiplied both sides by R? So if I multiply both sides by R, look at that. I found the X coordinate of this point, as long as I know this angle. What about this distance right here? Wouldn't this be the Y coordinate of this point? But wait a second, 30 degrees, what is the Y? That's the opposite side. Opposite over the radius, if I know the radius. Wouldn't that be the sine of 30 degrees equals Y divided by R? And then to isolate Y, we multiply both sides by R. R times sine 30 equals that side Y. You want to know the cool thing? At every point around this circle, the same concept holds true. This will be your reference angle. Let's call it theta. This is the X coordinate. This is the Y coordinate. Just as long as you remember this X coordinate is negative because it's left of the axis. So this X coordinate, again, I have a circle radius R. It's the same thing. Cosine of theta equals X over R. So X equals R cosine theta. And you're going to do the same thing with sine. Y is going to equal R sine theta. Same thing you'll do here. This part's X and this part's Y. Same thing you'll do here. This part's X, this part's Y. Hope you guys can apply that stuff for some reason maybe in the future.